Let me start with a question. Have you ever wondered, even quietly, is AI going to replace me or my employees? If you've thought that, let me just remind you, you're not paranoid, you're not being dramatic, and you're not behind. You're asking a real question that deserves a real answer. And in this video, I'm going to give you an honest answer to that question. Not hype, not fear, not AI is the future, so deal with it kind of answer, but a real answer with real steps you can take as a business owner. You see, this fear about whether or not it's going to impact our employment status, it hits deeper than technology, doesn't it? Because for most people, a job isn't just a paycheck. It's dignity, stability, it's identity, it's pride, and the ability to provide for our families. So when AI enters the conversation, people aren't just thinking about software. They're thinking, am I about to become irrelevant? And honestly, I think business owners feel it too. Even if you're not worried about your own job, you're worried definitely about your team because you know what it feels like to carry responsibility for other people. So let's state the truth clearly. Yes, AI has and will replace some jobs. There's no way to get around that. And ultimately, I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. But mostly what we're seeing is that AI will replace all or most all tasks and processes. And that's a really good thing. But that's different than replacing people. AI, as we all know, is really good at things like repetitive work, predictable work, admin work, sorting, summarizing, drafting, basic customer questions, scheduling, routing, those kinds of things. In other words, AI is best at the work that tends to burn people out or waste time and keep businesses stuck in survival mode. Now, here's the other truth. Some businesses will use AI in a way that replaces people. And we can't pretend that won't continue to happen in the future. But for most small businesses, especially service businesses, the real opportunity is not in replacement, it's in relief. So, what can AI replace and what can it not replace, especially in businesses like ours? So, here's a few things that AI is not good at. AI is not good at building trust. It's not good at leadership. It's not good at relationship building, judgment, emotional intelligence, reading the room, handling tense customer situations, mentoring, culture setting, values, creative problem solving in real environments. AI doesn't have a conscience. It doesn't have character. It doesn't have loyalty. And if you run a service business, you know this, that people don't just buy what you do. They buy how you make them feel, right? How you treat them and whether they trust you. That's human work. AI can support it, but it can't replace it. So here's the healthiest way, I think, to think about all this. AI is going to change roles more than it eliminates jobs. Now, again, I know we hear the stories about the jobs that are being eliminated because of AI. But we're not hearing is how AI is changing for the better the roles that we have in our business and making us more efficient at our jobs, at our responsibilities. And this has already happened before. We've seen this with calculators and spreadsheets, GPS, online banking, email, CR systems, scheduling software. None of those eliminated business. They eliminated pain and they shifted how work gets done. AI is, I guess, to one degree, the next version of that. It's not a robot takeover, it's a task and process takeover. And that is a huge difference. Let me make this real. Think about how many hours small business owners like us and our employees spend on things like rewriting the same email or repeating the same explanation to customers. You and I both have done that many, many times. Or how much time is involved in chasing down invoices or manually entering information or searching through messages to find what a client said. That stuff isn't skilled labor. That's mental drain. And I've personally seen this even outside of AI. When you remove repetitive tasks from someone's day, they don't become useless. They become more valuable because finally they have the room and the time to spend on things that really make a difference, like customer care, quality control, follow ups, sales conversations, creating new leads, following up, problem solving. But what I have noticed is that this fear of job loss hits small businesses harder than big companies because big companies can, well, they can restructure, they can absorb mistakes, they can hire specialists, they can train teams and experiment without risk losing everything. But those of us that lead small businesses, we don't have that luxury, do we? If you're a small business owner, one wrong move can really hurt. It can hurt cash flow, customer satisfaction, our reputation, team morale. So it makes sense that you feel cautious. You're not anti-tech. You're protecting what you've built. If you want one phrase to use with employees, here it is. AI isn't here to replace you. It's here to replace the parts of your job that drain you. That line is powerful because it's true. Most employees do not love their jobs. That is, the repetitive tasks of their jobs. Hopefully they love their jobs. But instead, those repetitive tasks that they have to do over and over and over again, mostly they just tolerate them. So when AI takes those parts away and we automate that with automations, it can actually increase job satisfaction. But here's a big mistake that a lot of business owners make. They introduce AI like this. Hey guys, we're implementing AI now. And what the employee hears? Hey guys, we're cutting staff soon. Even if that's not what you meant. So here's what you should do instead. You introduce AI and automations like this. Hey guys, we're going to make use of AI to make your job easier and to protect the business, not to replace you. And then you prove it by your actions. So, what are some, and this is the most important part of our time together today, what are some steps you can take as a business owner to help build trust that you've got your team members, your employees back when it comes to the adoption of AI and automations into your work processes? Step number one, tell them the truth early. Don't wait. Don't let rumors form. Hold a short team meeting and say something like, guys, AI is going to show up more and more in our industry. You've seen it, I've seen it. We're going to use it carefully. Our goal is not job loss. Our goal is better service and less burnout. This alone, that approach alone reduces anxiety. Silence creates fear. Clarity creates calm. Step number two, pick a pain task, not a people task. This is huge. Your first AI implementation touches someone's core, or if it does, if it touches their core, they're going to resist. So don't start with replacing a receptionist or replacing a customer service person, replacing a sales rep or the like. Start instead with things like writing drafts, summarizing calls, generating checklists, organizing notes, routing emails, pulling data into spreadsheet and have it analyze, or answering just basic FAQs after hours. In other words, start where the pain is, not where the people are. Step number three, make someone on your team the AI champion and reward them. This is one of the smartest moves that you can make. Pick one employee who is curious, who is open-minded, and respected by his teammates, and give them a role like the AI helper or the workflow improvement lead. Not because they're replacing anyone, but because they become the bridge between the team and the tool. And here's the important part: reward them, even if it's small. A raise, a bonus, extra time off, public recognition, whatever you feel appropriate, because what you're saying is learning this makes you more valuable here. That message is the opposite of replacement fear. Step number 4, create a human always wins policy. This builds trust fast. Tell your team, guys, AI can suggest, AI can draft, AI can organize, but humans, we're going to make the final call. We're going to make the decision at the critical junctures in our workflow processes. In fact, we're going to build that in. This is especially important for customer complaints, refunds, sensitive conversations, pricing, scheduling exceptions. AI should not be the authority in these areas. Your people should be. Step 5, train them like adults, not like they're dumb. Most employees are intimidated by AI. They're afraid, therefore, to ask questions. So make training simple, non-technical, low pressure. For example, you might say something like, guys, we're going to do a 30-minute session here where we're going to try 3 AI tools that help us. No one has to be the expert. We're just experimenting. Then show them a real example, show them one real workflow, one real win, and stop. Don't overload them. AI training fails when leaders try to teach too much too soon. Step number 6, show them the business reason and the human reason. As we said before, employees, and we all do, we respect honesty. So tell them the business reason. Like, for instance, we want to serve customers faster, more consistently, and stay competitive. The human reason: we want to reduce stress and eliminate busy work. If you only give them the business reason, they feel threatened. If you only give them the human reason, they feel a bit skeptical. So give both. And finally, step number 7, let them use AI to make themselves better. This is a huge mindset shift. A lot of owners only use AI for business processes, but employees get excited when they see AI helping them. And they probably already experiencing some of this on their own as they're using Gemini or ChatGPT to create recipes or to plan out a family vacation for their summer vacation. But examples of where you can see employees help themselves and improve themselves. It's like, for instance, in customer service, where customer service staff uses AI to draft replies, or the sales staff uses AI to outline proposals. The office manager uses it to create checklists, or the technician uses it to summarize job notes, or the marketing person uses it to generate content ideas. You see, when employees feel AI makes them sharper, they stop fearing it and they start owning it. So let me land this with one final thought. AI doesn't replace great people. It exposes bad systems. If your business is drowning in repetitive tasks and scattered information, AI doesn't cause the chaos. It reveals it. And that's really a gift, because it gives you a chance to fix what's been draining your team and perhaps draining them for years. So, will AI replace you or your employees? Not if you lead it correctly. Not if you keep humans in the driver's seat. Not if you use AI the way it was meant to be used, as a tool that removes pressure, so your people can do what your people do best. If you're interested in having your team educated a little bit more about AI and how it can be a benefit to them in their specific roles within your business, click on the link below and let's talk. Also, hit that subscribe button. And if you would be so kind, drop a comment down below or reply down below to this question: what role in your business feels most threatened by AI right now? Because I promise you, you're not the only one asking this question.